What's up, everybody? I send the highest love and light. Today, I want to share with you something that I witnessed in my own experience today with a homeless individual, and how this homeless individual completely changed my vibe. Like, I have a few things going on in my personal life, and I may be a very positive, forward thinking person, but I still have my challenges. And during those challenges, I have to stay centered and see that everything's always working out. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, but it's going to work out. Either an idea is going to come through, someone's going to come through with support, something's just going to fall into place. Either way, it always works out. It has never failed, but that doesn't mean in the middle of it, you're not like. So, I am out in my daily life today, and I see a homeless guy going up to get a cup of water. And I'm like, yes, here's an opportunity, because I love to serve. I love to serve, to give, to just help and be of service to the world. So I go and I say, hey man, do you want something else? Do you want this? Do you want that? He's like, actually, I'm a diabetic. I don't really eat that. I'm like, okay, what about this? He's like, no, they actually gave me some coffee down at this place the other day, like earlier today. I'm like, okay. I was like, you're good, man? Just the water? He's like, yeah. He's like, to be honest, I'm homeless, and I don't have anywhere to stay. And I'm like, man, you know what? I've seen in my life many times that it always works out. It always works out. And I was like, so, hey, keep the faith, man. I was like, God's got you. It's going to work out. And he was like, amen, it sure will. And I go to my car for a second, and then because I don't know about you, but once you have an interaction with somebody and it kind of comes to a close, there's this awkward moment where it's like, okay, do we separate, go different ways? But we're still at the same place doing our own individual thing. So I just kind of walk over to my car, and I'm like, okay, let me just stand here and linger for a minute while he gets his water. Then I go back, and he kind of comes over to me and just starts to talk. He starts to share all these experiences where one day he's just sitting there, and this guy, he was like a big gambler from Texas, and he's like, man, you all right? Because apparently the homeless guy had been sweating and just was like out there he's like, actually, no, I'm not, man. I'm homeless, and blah, blah. He shared his story, man. And the guy pulls out this shoebox full of money and gives him $500, dude. Then he told me another story about a guy who came through one day, got him a hotel room, brought him a plate lunch, and then when he looked down at the plate lunch that he had given him, there was $300 there. And these stories about how it just miraculously worked out through other people. And, someone like me, I share my stories. I have these same type of stories from my own life. But often I share it with people, and I feel like they don't receive it in the way that I want to. Hey, this is supposed to motivate you and inspire you. You're down in the dumps, and I'm saying, hey, here's a positive perspective. You see, it worked out this time, that time, that time, that time, that time. That time. But it's like almost like, well, it always works out for you, or it's not working out right now. And it's almost like it's not as well received, because I come with this energy and this, hi, hey, I come as me. When a homeless person comes, many people see them as a homeless individual. Oh, they're not well put together, they have ragged clothes, they're homeless, they surely don't have any wisdom or any positive insights to offer me. But you'd be very mistaken if you believe that. Because see, in that moment, I see somebody that has nothing really going for them. They don't have physical appearance going for them. They don't have like the highest, like, good energy going for them. They don't have whatever it is that you think makes somebody successful or makes it easier for them to get by in this world. No, man. Speaking to that guy today, I realized, my little problems, yeah, they're there. To me, they're big problems. But just as it always has in the past, I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know anything about the future. I know right now everything's fine. Yeah, there's things going on, but I'm happy. I'm content. I got family. I got everything I need. Place to live. I can drive this vehicle here and get to point A to point B. I have people I could call upon for support, and people who willingly would reach out if they knew I was in a time of need. I'm rich. I'm rich and wealthy, and everything's always going to work out. So don't discount the individuals you see on the street as castaways. They carry a lot of wisdom and perspective. And if you're going through a hard, challenging time, go talk to one of them in a different energy. Don't just come to them like, here, buddy, here's some money. Like, almost like having pity upon them. Because then you hold them hostage in the character of a homeless person. There's so much more than that. And when you take time to really get to know them and hold presence and allow them to share their story, you'll find out that they have been through so many things where it felt like they didn't know how it was going to work out that day. They were probably starving, hungry, didn't know where they were going to sleep, didn't know anything, feeling like this is just the worst day of their life. And then bam, out of nowhere, something came through. I like to call it God coming through the form of man. God in man, showing up for those in need. Through me, through you, through anybody. So, don't judge a book by its cover. That's the true epitome of what I'm trying to say here. There's wisdom all around us, and when you're having a hard time, go find someone else that's having a harder time and hear their stories, hear what they've made it through, and let it give you hope, inspiration, encouragement. Blessings.